Mentally say to the Supreme God, we thank you. To Lord Mahaguruji Miling, we thank you. To all the spiritual elders, we thank you. To Lord Buddha Kwanan, we thank you for your merciful healing energy. To my teacher, Master Shiva Kaksi, we thank you. Thank you, Lord, for blessing us with the heart to forgive, to let go. With thanks and in full faith, so be it. Just inhale and exhale slowly. Gently open your eyes. Namaste. Okay. Ordinary people think that somebody has done a mistake, and by forgiving this person, they are like behaving like a saint, right? But the teacher would say again and again, it is in forgiving that you get released from pain. Now, Grandmaster will say, if you do not forgive, you will rot. The word he uses is you will rot, right? And then he would say, you will wallow in mud, and then you will suffer. So the point is, you cannot forgive thinking whether you're right or the other person is right, right? The teacher would say it's definitely not about who is right. It's about what are you doing, what is the right thing to do. Irrespective of who behaves in any which manner, in that particular scenario, if you have behaved in a way that you have lost inner peace, then it is good to reconcile, because you have forgotten the essence of God and you have not displayed the qualities of God. Obviously, there will be anger, there will be frustration, there will be things thrown at each other, which means there is trouble, right? And then the teacher would say, even if you're right, it's still okay. And the teacher would say, you don't become a saint by forgiving. He would say, you would become peaceful. So the idea is, we have to forgive because we have lost a sense of inner peace. We have to forgive because we have to reconcile, because what action or the thoughts and emotions that we created had made us suffer. We have lost the inner peace. And to get inner peace, we cannot continue with what we have done, because we've already lost inner peace because of that action. Now, even if it means to say that by the law of the land, by your country's law, you have done the right thing, the teacher would say, it does not matter. What matters is, are you peaceful? So if you're not peaceful, you will tend to hurt people, and then you will wallow in mud. So it's never about whether you're right or the other person is right. We just reconcile and then forgive, just to become peaceful. Okay? Now, the nature of the mind, it does not understand peace, it does not understand love, it does not understand how to create this kind of energies in the physical plane. So it suffers. That's why people, they may have money, they may have amazing relationship, but they will say, I'm still not able to, feel that inner peace and happiness. And then they search for this outside. In other words, when you become the mind, or when you predominantly use your thoughts and emotions, you are not experiencing peace. Your mind can give you clarity by making you see things, very clearly. You can cut through different situations and see very clearly what is right, but it does not guarantee you inner peace. Now, peace is beyond the mind. And what is beyond the mind is the I am, or the soul. In other words, if you're not realizing that you are the I am, to experience peace is really difficult. I'm telling you, it's really difficult. You can try as many times as possible by using your mind to bring peace. That would be difficult because peace is not an idea, because your idea can still be interpreted by people differently. What gives peace to you, the idea that gives you peace, may not give peace to the other person. In fact, it can be disastrous for the other person. So, an idea cannot give peace, but what can give peace is a realization that I am the soul. And the question is, how does this happen? Then, is it possible that using my mind, I can realize that I am the soul? Not, almost not possible, right? I'm refusing to use the word impossible because that will create a debate. I'm using it almost not possible because it is only when the mind is stilled, the light of the soul shines on the mind. So, without knowing that you are the soul, to still your mind is not possible. This is super difficult. I don't know, how do you explain this to ordinary people who think, who identify themselves with the thoughts, with the emotions, and they behave as a mind? The focus would be on who's right and how to get things better. Maybe they can see things very clearly. But are they feeling peaceful? That is questionable. So, in other words, if we do not realize that I am the soul as an experience, to forgive at will be difficult. You may practice forgiveness for months and years, and gradually you may come to a point that you're much better than before. You cannot say, I have completely forgiven after years of forgiveness using the mind. Because even after you forgive, you still have to, your mind will still give an opinion and a suggestion. Opinion and suggestions are not acceptable to people. Sometimes they don't accept it. So, what you do in this case, the moment you realize that you are the portion of God's love, which is peace and love, right? When you're able to inhale this peace and love in your system, when you embed your entire aura, your mind with peace and love, your system is enjoying that actually. Literally the awareness that you're the soul brings so much of peace. Now this peace, when you share to other people, then that's called forgiveness, which means without knowing I am the soul, to forgive would be difficult. The world is trying its best to forgive the past, but they remember the history. And history tells, this country over many hundreds of years before have destroyed these people. And the mind, when it remembers this, they look at these people differently. But that was 1,000 years before, maybe hundreds of years before. But then, right now, when they identify themselves with the body and the thoughts, is history a bundle of thoughts? What else it is? A bundle of opinions. Maybe it is true it happened in the past, but it has been documented as thoughts and emotions. You may say it is reality, but then come on, man, reality is now. You're talking about something which is hundreds of years before. That can only be accessed in your thought. In other words, you cannot talk about history and still feel peaceful. That's difficult. But the moment you realize I am the soul, you are in the now moment. You're experiencing the joy of the soul, the peace of the soul. Now, this you can share. We call this forgiveness. Maybe we should increase this group who will collectively forgive together in big numbers. We'll work out a plan for this. Because if that happens, gradually we will bring lots of love, sweetness to our family members. And then each and every member in this family will automatically try to tell the family members, not tell, but make they will focus on making the people realize that their self-awareness is so important. Awareness that the soul, that they are the soul, is so important to bring peace in the family. In other words, we'll become promoters of this program, or forget about program, promoters of the concept that is, I am the soul. And one of the best programs which gives you this concept as a reality, as an experience, is achieving oneness with the higher soul. Okay, I'm not selling anything. I'm just telling reality. Okay, now touch your heart, touch your crown. You say thoughts and emotions are products of the mind. You say the mind is just a subtle instrument of the soul. So I'm not my thoughts, I'm not my emotions, I'm not even the mind. I'm the one who uses all this. I'm the one who uses the mind and the body to produce thoughts and emotions. So thoughts and emotions are my products. I will not get enslaved by thoughts and emotions. Now, if the thoughts and emotions are negative, you just say, I'm willing to disintegrate it, destroy it. You say, God, these negative thoughts, which makes me feel afraid, angry, violent with my coworkers, with my colleagues, with my siblings, with my parents, with my spouse and children. These are just thoughts and these are just opinions. It does not matter. I can destroy it. The question is, how do you do that? Then I would say you better learn this, right? Learning is called achieving oneness with the higher soul. Okay, now touch your heart, your ground. Put your hands in the blessing posture. Irrespective of whether I realize that I am the soul or not, the truth is I am the soul. You say, I am peace, I am love, I am the sweetest portion of God. Now you say, God is love, God is all merciful. I allow all loving, merciful energy of God to flow through me. Now touch your crown, shift your awareness 1 foot above the head. Stay, keep this awareness 1 foot above the head. And then imagine you're as if inhaling through the head, through the crown chakra. Inhale, energy of peace and love. Bring it to your heart, hold your breath. Feel the energy of love radiated into your aura. You say, I'm experiencing peace and love. Enjoy this peace. Maybe one more time. Bring the energy of love through your heart, through your crown. Inhale. Hold your breath. Feel the experience of you enjoying this peace and bliss. And then say, to those people who bother me, I share this peace to you. You say, I bless you, I bless you with peace, I bless you with love and what is best for you. Now you say, you are forgiven, peace be upon you. You say, I bless you with peace, I bless you with love and what is best for you. You are forgiven. Share this peace with all the family members who bothered you. Since I have shared my God's love with you, which is peace and it's a lot of healing energy, I'm entitled to receive love through you. You say, Lord, thank you for neutralizing some of the negative karma with this person. Thank you for blessing me with peace and love, inner healing and physical healing. Lord, we thank you. In full faith, so be it. Just inhale and exhale slowly. And then say, cut, 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 cut. I mean, if this gives a lot of peace and love to you, you will not consider talking about achieving oneness of the higher soul over and over again as selling a program. You're bringing peace to every household, maybe to your own house first, and then to every household. Wish you good luck. Namaste.